Sip Raju, Sip Yogini, Sip Pankaj, Sip Samatma, Sip Ru, Sip Mrs. Mirchandani, Sip Sangamji, Sip Mrs. Sadhwani, Sip Atmatrai, Sip Bliko, Sip Gautam, Sip Ashok Nichani, Sip Sudeep, Sip Parvatiyama, Sip Rekha, Sip Sagai, Sip Bliss, Sip Roop, Sip
Hello,
Girish,
sound.
Sip Dasi, Sip Rais, Sip Kavita, Sip Kundan. Welcome to this call. Our subject today is a very personal subject. Very, very personal.
Hello.
Yes, Pushpa. What is holding us back
Hello.
from enlightenment?
Guruji, sound is not coming.
Sound is coming. Please check your system. Please check your system. Sound is okay. So what is holding us back from enlightenment? I'll just give you a background of this call. Each one of us is seeking enlightenment. Each one on this call is wanting enlightenment. But the question is, what is holding us back? Each of us has a different fetter. Each of us is being held back by a different prison bar. And this prison bar is holding us back, stopping us. Each of us has a different string that is tying our wing. Each of us it may not be the same. My string may be different from your string. But today we are trying to make this a very personal call. It's a beautiful weekend call. And hopefully it will be very inspiring, very valuable to each one of you. Ru is ready to start, and I will come to you, Ru, just in a moment after I introduce. So each one of you, don't get carried away by somebody else's conversation. I'm asking you the subject. What is holding you back? Because each of us has something that's holding us back from enlightenment. What is holding us back from enlightenment? There is something. If there was nothing, then we would have been enlightened. And this whole world, even today, I was looking at people around me. Everybody wants to be happy. The whole world wants to be happy, but people don't know the art of happiness. People are miserable. People are attached to things that are making them unhappy. People can be enlightened, can be liberated, can be in a state of ananda, in a state of nirvana. That is the solution. We can be in a state of ananda, a state of eternal happiness, but we are not. What is holding us back, my dear friends? So let us, each of you, I would like to ask you today. So be prepared. And if you don't want to answer, if I ask you, just say pass. Say, I don't know, or say, I am not ready for the question. But I would like to help you. Today, I'm going to try to help each one of you in this journey. What is holding you back from enlightenment? We'll start with Ru. Boliye, Ru.
Guruji, I told day before yesterday also that it is attachments that back, but you told that we should have detached attachment. So I have started practicing that, and I think that is the only solution to my problems.
No, let us get into your problem, okay? When you say attachment is holding you back from enlightenment, what do you mean?
I mean, sometimes we are not in a very good mood. If somebody tells us something, we take it to heart, and then we forget what all things we have heard from you or read. So if we are detached internally, then I think these things will not affect us.
Okay, see, being detached internally is not like a button. It's not like a switch. It's not that you have forgotten to press a button. It is all about realization. Enlightenment is all about when we realize the truth. For example, this very simple truth that I am not this body. No, this is something we can't forget. We have to always, it is to be kind of, it has to be engraved in our system. It is not something that we can forget. Correct? So,
Yes, correct. Guru.
so therefore, if something is holding us back, I want you to think a little bit harder. Because let me tell you, enlightenment, like some of you have asked me and you have made me speak on the subject. When the light comes on, the light has come on. That means you are enlightened. You can't be unenlightened. You can't. If you are enlightened and something is pulling you back, then you should know what it is. It is very important for each one of us to know what is the cause of, this tug of war, this panja. Something is pulling us back. Otherwise, we can be liberated. Otherwise, we can be free from the suffering on earth. We become free from rebirth. How can we reach that state of Pirlu? Something is holding us back, and we need to get to know what is it. And today I'm trying my best. I want to get into the depth. So, Ru, please think a little bit more. What is holding me back from that state of Ananda? You know what I want for you, Ru? I want you to be happy, so happy, so happy, so eternally happy, so eternally blissful. You should never be unhappy. How many of you have reached that state? Always, in the last 1 year, you have never become unhappy. I want to give you the biggest prize that you ask for. You have not become
No,
unhappy even one time in 2022. Who has reached that state?
not like that, Guruji. I have been unhappy at times. And Guruji, I wanted to share one thing from a very long time with you. That is, 15 years back, I was staying behind Airport Road, and I had visited Shivji temple. And at that time, I saw you. You were sitting with somebody, and they were bhajans some people from outside used to come and used to play bhajans, and you were listening to bhajans. And I saw yesterday, day before yesterday, when you showed that photo with me, I simply recalled that moment when I saw you there. You were in
Okay,
suit.
but that's not helping your enlightenment. So I want to come back to the subject. Sunil Chittal and Gautam. Thank you, Uru. Sunil Chittal, what is holding us back from enlightenment? Sunil Chittal.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam, sir.
What held me back from enlightenment was the wrong understanding that the mind was always not allowing me to see it with clarity. I was looking at Atma somewhere else as if it is the object. Then when I read two, three Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita, I realized what they are trying to say is that let's take an example of a clay pot. I cannot separate the clay from the pot.
Correct.
And that the day I realized it is not an object which is something outside me. It is a part of me. And there may be
Correct.
multiple. The pot will always have a clay, but clay can be in various forms. And that's exactly when that flash came. That misunderstanding. The mind doesn't want us to be in that state forever, and it will play. Then it plays all the tricks. The emotional quotient, the intelligence quotient, everything comes up and tries to confuse you. But
So
once
where
you
are you
have
to,
this clarity,
where,
that,
where are you
that
today? Today you have transcended the mind and ego.
yes,
Where are you
that's
reached
what I
today?
said. I was thinking that I have been that, but when the body got hit with the pain, the mind again, when I was trying to transcend, the mind was, the more I wanted to transcend, the mind was more focusing me on the pain.
Okay.
And that is
So this
where
was a
when your
test.
voice messages came and said, Arey Baba, what are you doing? Yourself two, three times when you hit so hard, I again went back and said, Arey, this is again the mind trying to, not see it the way
So
it
do you
is.
know that? Do you know, Sunil, that this recent sickness of yours was another test for you?
Yes,
This
yes,
recent sickness has happened for you because it was a test for you.
yes.
Otherwise, this would not have come. This was to strengthen. This is to strengthen you.
Strengthen the, you use it up. Yes,
And I'm not saying that we are, like you said, it's very difficult to separate a pot from the clay. Therefore, although we are Atma, therefore even I say I am Atma in Ravi. Na?
yes,
Without Ravi, the Atma cannot be there, right?
yes,
The Atma is in Ravi, but I am not Ravi. If somebody calls me Ravi, I'm very reluctant to reply.
yes,
I don't like to reply. Many people call me Ravi. People who know me from 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, my parents, they can't call me AiR. They are too used to calling me Ravi. And I'm reluctant to reply because I'm not Ravi. I mean, that man Ravi died long back. He's dead. So my point to you, Sunil, have you by now see, the body will pain. Tomorrow I may get cancer. If my body is going to get cancer, that doesn't mean I, as the Atma, has got cancer. The body can get pain, the body can get disease, the body can. I just took 6,500 mg of antibiotics in the last 1 week. Yeah, and it troubles the body, no doubt. But the point is that what is holding us back from that state of Ananda? What do we want? We want that state of Nirvana. We want that state of Sat Chit Anand. This is the goal. Ultimately, this is the goal. Nothing else. Everything is a Leela. Everything is Maya. I cannot die. I cannot die till the moment of death comes. I cannot say, Prabhu, I want to die now. No, I cannot. I want to die now. Neither should I need to die now. I should enjoy the moment. I should enjoy this journey, this divine Leela, every moment being the divine instrument.
But the clay cannot die at all because it is a pot that will go away.
No, but in the body has to die, right?
Body has to die.
And as long as we are living the realization, the enlightenment, then at the death of the body, we are united with the divine. We become one with Sip.
The mind and ego is no more there.
Yeah. So this is the challenge. Who's making us unhappy? Mind and ego. Sunil Chitan, who made you unhappy in your sickness? It is the mind and ego. It took you back to saying you are suffering because of the body.
And I was seeking for pain to be removed. So mind says, oh, you ask for pleasure. You invoke gods and tell me, let the pain go away.
No, so even if you're applying, even if you're using painkillers, you use it with detachment. You don't use, you said, I'm giving the body the painkiller because I want the body to be free from pain. But you have to detach from the body. So that was very interesting, Sunil Chittal's sharing of his sickness. But we get on to Gautam. Gautam, what is holding you back from enlightenment?
Shivam, AiR.
Shivam?
I want to share with my personal experience. Though God has given me everything, money, good health, to live a happy life, all God has given me, but I'm not able to give up my desire because God has given me enough money to live. I'm satisfied with that. Though I need to earn more to make money and go in the places where AiR is going, and I just want to live Satchitanand, but I'm not able to live all the time in Satchitanand. I don't know it's because of mind or ego or I desire. I'm not able to find out that.
So obviously you need to find out. So you are in a situation where something is holding you back. You know something is holding you back. And let me tell you one thing. Don't think that I travel to places to get pleasure.
No, I'm not thinking like this, but I want to be like you, that likes to go in the places where to get a what I tell, to be peace and to just see the world. That's all.
Yeah. So that itself may be something that's holding you back. I have no desire to go here and there. It is the will of the divine. I have surrendered. The divine today, because he pushed me to Kashmir, I did some 15 video recordings in 2 days. I had to write a book. I wrote a book. I had to read a book. I reread. So for me, my work is like that. It pushes me out of the city because otherwise in Bangalore, I'm not able to work. So just to tell you, don't think, so it all depends. See, your goal has to be first enlightenment. Then you have to surrender as a divine instrument. And I surrender. I say, wherever you take me, I'm willing to go. I'm not going to exotic places. I'm not flying to New York and London and Singapore. No, I'm not flying to exotic places. For me, if I go to a place where there is nothing, I'm happy. I need to go to a place where there is nothing. I just need to see divine. For example, today a little small, little blue kingfisher came and sat on my boat. So this is the darshan I got. A small, little cute blue kingfisher came and sat in front of me. So these are what you call darshan, where the divine appears in front of you. And I seek the divine. So Gautam, try to find out what is it that's holding you back from enlightenment.
Yeah, one more thing I want to share with you. If an enlightened person is satisfied with his needs, what he is having, should he earn more, and for his wishes to come true?
An enlightened person has no needs. An enlightened person has no needs because the enlightened person accepts everything as a prasadam. The enlightened person knows nothing is mine. The enlightened person says, Lord, I will do what you want me to do. I will take what you give to me.
Everything I surrender to God. I don't have any expectations also. But though also sometimes my mind tells I need more money.
Yeah. So this is what is holding. So therefore, your mind and your desires, I would say your desires are holding you back from enlightenment. As long as you have this desire, you cannot get that enlightenment. You have to give up. See, Gautam, how much ever we desire, whatever today I get, suppose God gives me, I'm just saying example, God gives me today 50 lakhs. I ask God, what will I do? What will I do with this money? I don't need it. So I asked God, I asked SIP, tell me how to spend this money. You're given this money. Now tell me how to spend it. Because I don't need it. I'm not going to take it with me. We reach that state where we surrender our life to SIP. That is the challenge. Anyway, Bliss, let's go to Bliss and then Rohit. Thank you. Bliss, what is holding you back from enlightenment? Bliss.
Hi, Shwam dear.
Shivoham.
I don't think I'm not able to put the finger on the problem. I don't know where to looking for and what to looking for.
Okay, so let me
And
help you. Let me help
yeah.
you. So an enlightened person is living in Sat Chit Anand. An enlightened person is living in bliss, in consciousness of the truth. So are you living like that, or sometimes you are not living in consciousness of truth? Sometimes you become unhappy. How many times you're happy and how often you become unhappy?
All depend of the day, and I think when I get too much alone, I become not happy. And
So you see,
depend how many time I spend alone.
you become
Sometimes
unhappy.
it's really too long time. Yeah.
So that you must never feel alone. You
Yeah.
must, this is the problem. You found your problem. The problem is we are alone because we think we are the body. When we think we are one with SIP and soul and Poshimon, then we feel the divine presence all the time. In the leaves, in the flowers, in the wind, in the clouds, in the songs, in the bhajan, in the in anything, in every time. I never feel alone. Today I was reading a book for 3 hours. I was reading a book for 3 hours. I never felt alone. I was in contemplation and thought for 2 hours. I never felt alone. Who feels alone? The ego. Who feels alone? Bliss. It is me. The mind and ego feel alone. When
Probably you are right.
so you must try to feel a divine connection. Then bliss, you will not feel alone. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, I understand.
And
And I will
my dear
try.
friends, everybody on the call must pick up from others' examples. Everybody must pick up from the call because loneliness is a big problem. Because we feel lonely, we seek the companion of people who are non-spiritual. And when we seek the companion of people who are non-spiritual, we go astray. Look at the problem. Look at the subtle problem. Because we feel lonely, okay, I want to be with somebody who's very dear to me, but that person is not spiritual. So what happens? Your conversation, your subject of discussion, everything is going in the wrong direction. You're going, instead of yoga, you're going into bhoga. And that's a big problem.
It's a big problem. How I can find someone to talk with me about what I'm looking for. You understand?
Yeah,
I
you
am
can.
alone.
No, you are not alone. Your body is
Yeah.
alone, but you are
No,
one with the divine.
you don't understand why I try to explain. It's because I looking for be with people to find a way to many. It's
Learn,
hard to explain.
learn to enjoy silence.
I enjoy silence.
Learn to enjoy yourself. Learn to enjoy the divine around you. Learn to enjoy the birds and the butterfly, and learn to enjoy the divine presence. You'll change. You will slowly change.
Okay.
Try. Please try.
I will try.
I'm not saying give up all people. I'm not saying give up all the people. But while you are like enjoying the presence of people slowly, I'm telling you, take my example. I love to be with my dear ones. I love to. But I love to be on my own. I enjoy myself. I find so much divinity in myself. I can be alone for the whole day, 24 hours, and not feel lonely.
I can be alone.
I can be in Ananda.
Yeah, me too. I can
Right?
be like this many times, many days, many weeks. But sometimes I need to meet someone
Meet.
because
No, please meet, but don't feel lonely. Okay. You think I can't understand your problem, so we will talk to you. Rohit, what's holding you back from enlightenment, Rohit?
Uh, yeah. So I think I'm I'm still not very much practicing Advaita, or still I have desires, or I'm not practicing detachment. Uh, then I still have the sense of body, mind, ego. I still, I'm still indulged in me and mine, you and yours.
So, Rohit, what are you seeking in life? What is your primary desire in life?
Enlightenment.
Okay, so you're clear about it. That's why you're coming to this call so often. You want enlightenment. Okay.
Yes.
Point one. Point two. Do you know that enlightenment is the highest peak of happiness? Do you know that?
Yes.
You know that, or you have a doubt about it?
Yes. No, I know that.
You don't have any doubt.
I don't have any doubt.
So point one, you agree that enlightenment is the highest bliss and happiness in this world. And two, you are seeking that enlightenment, correct?
Yes.
So if you are seeking enlightenment and it's the highest bliss, then what is taking you in the opposite direction?
I still feel certain responsibilities on me, which I have to complete. I think then I have to maybe some kind of a desires, which holds back.
Okay, so those desires, I'm not saying we have to give up all desires in a flash, but you have to understand one thing. You don't have to throw away the desires. The desires will drop. When you evolve on the journey of enlightenment, the desires will leave you. It is about you climbing up this peak, which is so beautiful. When you reach that state, I am not neti neti tattvamasi. I am not the body, mind, ego. I am the divine soul. When you reach that state, Rohit, then you will not have desire.
Yeah. And I
So
still, I feel that I am not in the company of the similar, you know, people, spiritual people. I mean, this call is yes. However, in our day-to-day life, there are different people of different mentality. So that company is very much required. Is what I feel. Yeah.
I agree. So what my suggestion to you, I think you are very clear in your thought process, Rohit. You say, I want enlightenment. Enlightenment is Ananda. To me, what is holding you back is sadhana. I mean,
Correct.
you
Yes.
have to practice the principles of enlightenment. And if
Yeah.
you are seeking it, I can only tell you one thing. I am a man, Rohit, who had 25 years of achievement. So most of you are talking to somebody who is not just talking theory. I have had such pleasure in life that I've tasted every damn pleasure in the world. There's probably not a pleasure in the world I have not tasted. And I have let go of those pleasures. So why would I have let go of this unless I'm an idiot? I'm a fool. So you are talking to somebody who has given up the mundane pleasures of life for the sake of a higher ananda. I hope, Rohit, you're getting what I'm saying.
Yes.
So you are confident that you're in the. It's like you are talking to somebody who has done it, somebody who has experienced the bliss of enlightenment.
Yes.
Correct. So an
Yeah.
enlightenment is
Sadhana
not
is what
something.
is missing sometimes. If I mean, the constant remembrance is always there.
What is
But
missing? You said,
but I
or what is
sadhana,
missing?
sadhana.
Yeah. So
uh,
so
So that
a
the
person like
constant
me,
remembrance is always there.
no, a person like
However,
me,
yeah,
even I have to constantly practice and like I have to constantly be in yoga. Even today, I spent an hour doing a reflection. Am I in yoga? And I said, yes. There are two yogas I have to be in. I have to be in yoga, which I have to be united with the divine. I have to be in karma yoga. I have to take this message of enlightenment to the world. And I reset my priorities. So we have to constantly be focused. Constantly, see the problem is, Rohit, we get distracted. We not you, we all. Rohit, we all get distracted.
yes, that's true.
And when we get distracted, you know what, Rohit, what happens? Suddenly we are on the wrong road. So what do we have to do, Rohit? If we are on the wrong road, what should we do?
Take the right road.
Come
Keep
back.
reminding. Yeah, come back.
See, CBTY. CBTY. You know what is CBTY? Come back to yoga. CBTC, come back to consciousness. I tell myself, come back to yoga. CBTY, come back to yoga, come back to yoga, come back to, because yoga, the real meaning of yoga is that being united with the divine, which is so beautiful, which is so blissful. There can be nothing better than that. And we, like fools, we get we get connected to bhoga. So this is where I want to help you today. Thank you, Rohit. I hope this will help you in being on. I hope it will help you to come back. I hope it's just like, Rohit,
Yeah.
you're driving on a road and you missed the right turn. You missed the turn. Now you have to drive forward and take a U-turn.
Yeah.
You don't just keep going the wrong way. The
Yeah.
next U-turn, you turn back.
Sometime if we can connect air one-on-one, maybe.
Yeah, you have my mobile number, right? I'm available to
No,
all of you. I am your humble servant.
no,
I
I
am
don't have your mobile number.
my all of you. My direct mobile number is 98451 55555. I am
Oh,
accessible at least 2 or 3 times a day. I'm not there all the time. And I'm available on WhatsApp. 98451 55555. I
yeah,
will reply
can
any
you repeat
message
that
of
once
yours.
again? 9.
98451
Mm-hmm.
55555.
This
And
number is that.
this number
This is
I
your
would
mobile number. Yeah.
yeah. I have different mobile numbers for different reasons, but I address this mobile number. Anybody wants to ask me a personal question, I will reply. And then if I'm not on this mobile number, if I'm traveling, I give you another number. But I am committed to helping you all. I have no other
What,
job.
what time should we call you?
No, I am available. You don't have to worry. You send the message by WhatsApp. Your job is over. You will get a reply from me.
Okay.
And then if I need to call you, we will fix a time.
Okay. All right.
Right? So thank you, Rohit. I am committed to
Thank you.
helping
Yeah.
all of you. I am committed. Any sincere seeker of enlightenment, my dear friends, I have no other job. I am jobless. I have no job. Okay. So if you need help, I am available. I am here to help you reach your goal. I want to help you, those of you who are seekers of enlightenment. I have no other objective in my life. I want to help seekers because this is life. This is life, my dear friends. Nothing else is life. Everything else is fake. Everything else is a waste of life. Everything else is complete uselessness. This is the journey we must be on. This is the journey of happiness. This is the journey of purpose. This is the journey of that is divine. This is the only way. There is no other way. There is no second way. I have tried 10 different routes. I have tried 10 different routes. I'm telling you, there is no other route. This is the way. Okay, who else would like to say? What is holding you back from enlightenment? Who wants to come forward and share?
Shivoham,
Shivam, Girish.
even though I am no more in the race for getting worldly success,
Yes.
sometimes for no reason, mind wanders thinking and calculating about the samsara.
Correct.
Even though I do not indulge in anything, just
Yes.
that precious time is lost in such state.
But that is nothing rare, Girish. Even my mind does it. Not only your mind, Girish. So my mind also does, Girish, because as long as the mind comes into existence, Girish, it will not only make you waste time, but it will also force you to indulge. And then after indulging, Girish, you will start feeling bad. You will start feeling little guilty. No need, Girish. No need. So the way to do it, Girish, is to tame the monkey. And when the mind is trying to take us there are two ways, Girish. First of all, the mind is taking us in the wrong direction, first of all. But if the right direction is very beautiful, is very euphoric, ecstatic, very peaceful, blissful, joyful, then will we go in the direction of the mind? Why do we go in the mind, Girish? Because the mind convinces us, the shaitan convinces us to go in the wrong direction, Girish. And because the shaitan is taking us in the wrong direction, we are lost. Now we have to come back to the right direction. Point number one. And point number two, Girish, if we are in a state of consciousness, then there is no mind. Our goal is to be in that state of consciousness. In that state of consciousness, Girish, when you become conscious, when in the light of consciousness, you become a witness, you become an observer. You know, Girish, when the mind starts to think, you watch it, you catch it, you latch it. So this not only theoretically, Girish, but I am telling you one thing. Don't believe that the mind is going to get tamed from a monkey to a monk so easily. Constantly taming the mind. Sometimes my guru used to say, building friendship with the mind. Huh? Sometimes, you know what I tell my mind, Girish? I tell my mind, Man re, tu kahe ko shor kare. Huh? So you tell your mind not to trouble you. Speak to your mind. There's a beautiful song. Girish tried to get hold of this song. Man re tu kahe ko shor kare. And then you try to silence the mind. And this is the constant. This is one of the biggest achievements, Girish. If we achieve this, then we become a master of the mind. And don't feel bad. I'm just telling one thing to you. Don't feel that you have lost when the mind overtakes you. Come back to yoga. Come back to consciousness. I'm assuring you it will keep happening. Don't feel bad. Because when you feel bad, no, Girish, then you have lost to the mind. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So tell the mind, oh, you beat me or what? You cheated me. Okay. You cheated me, no problem. I will deal with you. I will deal. You talk to the mind. Correct? I think Arrow has pasted the song of Man Re to Kahe Ko Shor Kare. So who else? Thank you, Girish. One more person maybe before we close the session. One or two people we have. What is holding you back from enlightenment? Very important. You must analyze. And if you don't analyze, if you don't know, then it's just like that man who had cancer and refused to go for a test. He said, no, I don't want to go for a test. Why? No, what if I got cancer? What if you got cancer? It's better you know you have cancer, because at least then you can deal with it. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid of diagnosis. So my dear friends, who would like to go? Two more. Atmatray. Dear Sir Atmatray, what is holding you back, sir?
Sure, sir. I think I have completed 99% of the spiritual journey, and I'm on the door of enlightenment. Nothing is holding me back. I'm only waiting for opening the door of enlightenment. Sometimes I get little sparks of enlightenment, but I'm not the proper, as you told previously.
So you don't feel there is something as such holding you back.
Yeah.
And you feel you are just waiting for the door to open. You are there. You are trying to follow everything.
Yeah.
You just have the door to open.
Yes, sir.
So you should reflect upon two things.
Okay.
One, what the Upanishads tell us, the four doors: Vivek, Vairagya, Shat Shampat, Mumukshutva.
Correct.
This is one thing I want you to reflect and see whether something is missing. And look at the magic of enlightenment. Mumukshutvam, ask, GG, uprooting of ignorance and being in consciousness.
Right.
So I'm giving you the self-test. Like in many medical tests these days, what they have is called homemade test. Homemade home COVID test, home pregnancy test. You got home tests. You don't need to go to a doctor. Atmadre. So this is the home enlightenment test.
Okay.
So in the home enlightenment test, I'm saying check on these four doors of liberation.
Sure.
And check on the magic. If something is not okay, then tomorrow you please come back in the call and ask.
Yes, definitely.
My dear friends, every 1 or 2 months, I will touch this topic. Every 1 or 2 months. So don't feel the topic is repeated. Every 1 or 2 months, I would like to ask you this question. What is holding you back? Somebody like Kavita. Kavita is keeping SIP in memory every hour and sending me a message every hour. Yogini is wearing the white rumal, the handkerchief all the time. There are people, I think, was it Samatma? Samatma said, I've removed my watch. And Atmatray said, I've started wearing the watch reverse. Am I right? If my memory is not wrong. So each of you is doing something that will keep you in yoga. It may be anything. My guru asked me to wear white. My guru told me to wear white. I cannot think of not wearing white. One of my close associates also wears white. But one thing very funny, I realized that whenever the family wants that person not to wear white, then that person goes and wears blue jeans and different color shirt, because the family wants that white is not good. No. So we should not compromise on what we think is yoga. My dear friends, before I close today, let me share something with you. Rekha Parwani, I'll give you a chance to speak. This journey of enlightenment is the most beautiful journey of life.
Hello, can I call you?
Yes, after the call, please. Pushpa, after the call, Pushpa.
Okay, thank
This
you.
journey of enlightenment is the most beautiful journey that you can ever have. And if something is taking you away from enlightenment, something is taking you away from Ananda, something is taking you away from Sip, something is taking you away from Nirvana, from liberation, beware, beware. They may come disguised as friends. They come to me also, but they are our biggest enemies. We have to be committed to our journey because this is the journey of life. And if we slip in this journey, my dear friends, it may mean another life. It may mean another 10 lives. It may mean many, many more lives. We can't afford to slip. We have to be committed to this journey. So with that note, Rekha Parwani, before I close. Rekha?
Shubham,
Shubham?
I have a few points I will discuss with you, but one main thing is like Girishji, even I'm not in this race, samsar race, but even I get very silly thoughts, which like too many stupid thoughts that I say stop it, stupid. One of the thought is like, what will happen if I'm growing old and if I'm left alone? That very silly thought. So I'm trying to really tame that monkey mind.
The Atma doesn't grow old. The Atma is birthless and deathless. The Atma has no fear of death. Rekha, as long as the monkey mind is in charge of our life, we will never be able to reach that magic. You remember the magic of enlightenment? Magic is mumukshutva, ask, Gigi, uproot ignorance and be in consciousness.
Yes.
You have got the magic. We will continue this discussion tomorrow
Yes.
because our time is way beyond it. But thank you for your patience and your participation in this amazing discussion. I bow down to you.